You thought it was dead. It's not. Jensen Huang just paid $1 billion to prove it. On October 28, 2025, Jensen Huang walked onto the GTC stage. Everyone expected the keynote to be about faster chips. Instead, he spent one of its biggest moments talking about a company most people thought had already faded into history. Nvidia is investing $1 billion for roughly a 2.9% stake in Nokia. Not Apple, not Intel, not any name you'd expect Nvidia to be circling. Yes, that Nokia. The one whose phones you could drop 3 times and it wouldn't crack right before it got blindsided by its own success. The one whose Symbian OS once ruled the planet, and today, most people couldn't tell you if it still exists. Turns out, Nokia never died. It stopped selling phones years ago. Today, it sells optical networks, 5G base stations, and cloud networking gear to carriers around the world. Enough to bring in about 4.5 billion euros every single quarter. Nokia isn't a zombie company. It never stopped making money. It just stopped being part of the conversation. That's a very different thing, which makes the real question sharper. Why would Nvidia drop $1 billion into a company the public had already written off? Let's start with the ending. Stock up 21% in one day. The moment the deal was announced, Nokia's stock ripped 21% in a single session, its biggest one-day jump since 2013. But the stock pop isn't the story. It's just the part everyone noticed. The real question is buried underneath it. What does Jensen Huang actually see in Nokia? The battlefield nobody's watching. Cell towers. The answer is buried in a corner of the industry most people never think about. Telecom base stations. Every time you scroll TikTok, hop on a Zoom call, or chat with an AI, your data's first stop isn't a data center, it's a cell tower somewhere in your city. For decades, those towers ran on fixed, purpose-built hardware. Efficient, sure, but rigid, like a classic flip phone, fixed and single-purpose, needing a complete replacement just to get a new feature. Jensen Huang is betting on a shift already underway. Telecom moving from that rigid old hardware to something that thinks and adapts, powered by AI chips. The two companies are jointly building a new telecom computing platform for the 6G era. Nokia is rebuilding its network software to run directly on Nvidia's chips. T-Mobile has signed on to help test it, starting in 2026. Translation: the next AI computer might not sit inside a data center. It might sit on the tower outside your apartment. Analyst firm Nvidia projects this market. Call it AI-powered cell towers will top $200 billion by 2030. A $1 billion ticket into a $200 billion arena. That math wasn't an accident. Jensen had already run the numbers before he ever said Nokia's name on stage. But that raises the obvious next question. If the opportunity is that big, why does Nvidia need Nokia at all? Why not just build the telecom software itself? Because a chip company trying to run a cellular network is like a race car engine builder trying to become the mechanic for every garage on Earth overnight. Nvidia can build the fastest engine on the planet. But Nokia is the mechanic every carrier already trusts, the one who's had the keys for 30 years. You don't build that kind of trust. You buy a seat at the table of the people who already have it. Reporters even asked Jensen why Nokia and not Ericsson, which actually has a bigger US manufacturing footprint. The safer pick if you're chasing the 6G Made in America narrative. His answer was blunt. A lot of it is just chemistry. Nokia knows telecom like nobody else knows telecom. Not a spreadsheet answer, a relationship answer. Jensen Huang never explained beyond that one possible explanation is timing. Ericsson had already been deepening its relationship with Intel, making any dramatic shift far more complicated. Nokia, on the other hand, appeared to have more flexibility and more incentive to build something new alongside Nvidia. Nvidia has never publicly confirmed this, but it would help explain why Nokia, rather than Ericsson, became the partner. Of course, none of this is guaranteed. AI chips consume far more power than the hardware inside today's cell towers. If carriers end up paying dramatically higher electricity bills, or if AI workloads slow down the network, this entire vision becomes much harder to justify. That's exactly why Nvidia isn't trying to do this alone. It's betting that Nokia's decades of telecom engineering can solve problems a chip company can't solve by itself. Crack those problems, and millions of cell towers become AI infrastructure. Fail, and this becomes a very expensive science experiment. So, what is this, really? First guess? Charity? Nvidia felt bad. Threw Nokia a bone? Except billionaires don't put a CEO on the GTC stage, with T-Mobile standing by for a pity check. Second guess? Diversification? Spreading cash around? Except $1 billion next to Nvidia's business is a rounding error. Nobody builds a joint platform for a rounding error. That's when the cell tower detail stopped looking like a footnote. Data centers? Already a bloodbath. Everyone's in there. Nvidia needs new ground, and cell towers, millions of them, in every city on Earth, running on decades-old hardware, were still wide open, and almost nobody outside telecom was watching. If this becomes the new standard, Nvidia doesn't just sell Nokia some chips. It wires itself into the nervous system of global telecom before anyone else realizes that ground is worth fighting over. And the market didn't just take Nvidia's word for it. By the first quarter of 2026, Nokia's own numbers backed the story up. Operating profit up 54% year over year. AI and cloud revenue up 49%. Stock at a 16-year high. This wasn't a theory anymore. It was proof. 20 years ago, Nokia put a phone in your pocket and connected you to everyone else on the planet. 20 years later, it may end up doing something even bigger, helping build the invisible network that lets AI itself talk to the world. Everyone thought Jensen Huang had just spent $1 billion on a corpse. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he spent it on one of the last pieces of infrastructure the AI race still couldn't replace. The world never stopped needing Nokia. It just stopped noticing it.